Those. All right, welcome to the 5th edition of The Future Is Now podcast. We're back in DeLorean. We got some snacks with us too, not just me. Say now, but I'm the DLo show running the Point Center, and over here on my side is Chad Big Tom Vandermark.
What's up? What's up?
You know it's funny. We was watching the Rumble yesterday. It had me thinking through this. All three Back in the Future films, watching those back to back to back was quicker than watching the Royal Rumble match. I had to think about it. I watched the whole series. I saw that shit at 10 o'clock. I remember it was 10 o'clock. The first movie. I finished watching the last movie around 2:30 in the morning. The Royal Rumble. That some bitch started at 10 o'clock at their local time. And that some bitch ended at 2 o'clock in the morning. That's crazy. that was a point where I was like, damn, these shows are long as hell, man.
Well, dude, yesterday, the Royal Rumble started here at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I got up out our watch party at like 6:30, I think.
Right, yo, it's late.
It was late as hell, dude.
That shit took yo. College football games, NFL games lasted shorter.
Last short time. The only time they be lasting longer is when they be going into overtime.
Right. How?
Yo,
Playoff
NBA
over.
games be lasting shorter than that.
Yo, I could have watched 2 college basketball games and still be able to see who finished and winning the Rumble. That's insane.
For real.
The length of it was.
I mean, all right. Let's look at this for a minute. All right. Our boy Keith, he did the live stream. He left. He bounced. He took his kid to a basketball game that he coaches.
Yeah.
And lost and came back. And the men's rumble was still in the middle of the damn men's rumble.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah, that's funny as hell. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't know what the heck they're doing with these long length pay-per-views and only having 4 matches in 4 hours. It's disgusting work.
They getting these motherfuckers to pay them 10, 15, 20, 30 billion dollars to bring WWE to their countries. By the way, which is just disgusting to itself. And then they putting on very, very little work. I probably shouldn't do this, but fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. It reminds me of a promoter here.
Oh man.
In Milwaukee. Somebody be paying this dude buku dough to bring decent wrestling to their city or to their fair. Like in the summer, when they be doing like whether it be a state fair or it be one of them little church fairs or whatever.
Yeah.
So he get paid buku dough, and he put on the least amount of work as possible for all this money. Damn. And see, if I was a douchebag, I would say who this promoter was. Well, I am a douchebag, but I still won't say who he is.
Oh, you know him personally. So you know him.
Of course, I know him. I've been to these shows.
All right. But you ain't gonna put him out there.
No, I ain't gonna put him out there like that because I'm not, I'm not an asshole like that.
Less is more, as they say. Less is more, as they say.
Less is more.
What?
So, time to go back to the future.
I bought my popcorn and man, we might as well go back to 1955 when they was out there doing the twist and all. So if he ain't never go back, would it have gone the exact same way? If Marty ain't go back to provoke, if he ain't was a creepo when his dad was a creepo, if he ain't do what he
when his
did,
dad when his dad was uh peeping Tom.
yeah, he's peeping. Trying to peep with the binoculars. I'm like, damn, though, you had the binoculars? Like you a real level 3.
Yo, I got to
Peeper.
tell you, I found out something very, very interesting last night about the Back to the Future 2 movie last night that I did not know about. And I've been watching these movies for the entire time they've been out. The whole 40 years they've been out. 41 years they've been out. And I just found something out last night that I did not know that you could find out for yourself and then deleted scenes on the DVD.
How? What's that?
All right, it's on Back to the Future Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know? Do you remember when Biff stole the time machine and took the book back and gave it to himself?
Yeah.
In 1955.
Yeah.
First of all, I've always asked this damn question, and I know I ain't never gonna get no damn answer for it. But how the hell does he know where the fuck to go? How does he know to go back to 1955? The exact time and the exact place to go give him that book. Go give himself that book. He don't know shit.
The only thing I could think of is he may have been watching them in that part when it was coming back from the day. I think that might be the only way I could think. And he saw that they're
Not because he didn't know he didn't find out that Doc created a time machine until 2015. So anyway, when Doc got back to the future in the year 2015 and he got out the time machine after he left his little piece of cane in there, and you saw the little part of him next to the cans. He actually erased himself from the timeline because he went back and gave himself the almanac.
No. Yeah, I thought when he would disappear. Yeah, that's why I
Yeah,
thought
he
if he
yeah.
met himself.
Do you remember? Do you remember when Marty started fading away in Back to the Future Part 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he did
started
the
fading
same
away.
thing. Yeah, he did the same thing. Biff did the same thing to himself. I did not know that.
That's what I thought. If they had made contact, when his self exploded or something like that, it was
Yeah,
put it out like
he
that.
just faded away, dude. That's the difference. Marty was saved in the first movie when his parents kissed, but Biff, old Biff, erased himself from erased his future self when he saw himself and gave himself the almanac back in 1955.
That's pretty hilarious. That's how you said though. Payback. That's what
Yep.
it is. Trying to make money off it. It's funny how he did. I thought about it too. He made his millions off sports betting. Think
Yep.
that. And now
Yep.
sports bettors
But Marty
everywhere.
was right. If he never bought that damn book, then none of that would ever happen. He was only being selfish and thinking of himself.
What was he trying to do the same thing? I think he was trying to do the same thing.
He was trying to do the same thing. That's why Doc left. That's why Doc left the book where he did, where Biff found it. when they was outside that restaurant where he told Marty to go in and distract uh stop
And
Biff stop old Biff's grandson Griff from going to that bank and stealing the money.
you use the getaway or the lookout, I think. But yeah,
Yeah.
but if he ain't by a book, I think he
No,
doing
I'm
a track.
saying he was supposed he got jailed. Marty's kid got jailed,
That's freaking hilarious.
but because um Marty from the past got on that hoverboard and Griff ended up in the crashing through the bank or the clock tower. They ended up going to jail, so they didn't rob that bank that night, so he didn't get jailed.
Oh, well, chain reaction. One course of action is a chain reaction to another action
Yep.
or unaction. So, but yeah, it goes. But that's a weird timeline shift.
So
So he
see,
said,
so exactly what Doc said is correct. When they came back, in Back to the Future Part Two, when they came back from 2015 and everything was changed. When they came back from 2015 to 1985 and everything was changed,
everything was all
and
evil.
and and he went and Marty tried to get in his house and all them black folks lived there.
Yeah,
And
it was
then and
pitiful.
then he went he went to the clock tower and everything was all biker gangs and shit. And he saw in another deleted scene that you probably never seen. Do you remember that biker scene?
I remember those bikers, but I don't think they show any of the. I don't think they
I
showed
don't
that.
see any of their faces. But they showed the bikers in the deleted scene. One of them bikers is his brother, his older brother.
Mm. Well, wait, and when he went back, when he went to the future after the book was taken, I think he was Biff was fucking Marty's mom's, and he was abusing her and stuff. That was a weird timeline. I remember that part. That was a weird timeline. When we went back and up when they went to the future, I was like, God. I'm like, and I would
When
think
he
that he
when
would
he
love
went
on
when he went to 2015, when he went to 2015,
her.
Marty and Jennifer were together, and Marty and Marty's father were together. But when they went back to 1985, and Biff had given himself the book
Mm-hmm.
back in
I love it.
1955. Biff and Marty's mom was together, and Biff had killed his dad, but Marty didn't know that until later on in the movie.
Yeah, that's was wicked. That's wicked. That was a wickeder version.
Cause if you remember the movie, it would say on top of the clock tower when Biff showed up with the gun. Biff said, "It's the same gun that killed your old man."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The evil little man.
Yeah.
Damn.
But if people who are as much of a Back to the Future fan as I am, and as much as a Back to the Future fan as my man's is Slappy, who's by the way I'm gonna kick his ass because he's chilling with DDP in Atlanta right now because he's an instructor for DDP yoga.
Hmm.
But on his
Okay.
way down there, bastard, he went to Hogan's Beat Shop in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, and then he went to Cooter's Garage, um, The Dukes of Hazzard Museum in the same mini mall. You only spent like $1,000 yesterday.
Only 1,000? Wow.
Yeah, 600 at Hogan's Beach Shop, and I think the rest at Cooters. And then
Cool.
yeah, that's what it's called. It's the Dukes of Hazzard Museum. It's everything, dude. It's got everything from the Dukes of Hazzard there. I've gone to the one in Luray, Virginia, which is close to his house. And then,
How about
because he's
that?
from Reston, Virginia, or he lives in Reston, Virginia. And
Okay.
then I went to the one Shannon took me. My wife took me to the one in Nashville.
Nice.
I have
That's
yet to be. I've yet to be to the one in Pigeon Forge yet. But yeah, and he was on the day he went down there a couple days ago. He was doing a live on Facebook, and it snowed the entire damn time he drove from Virginia through Tennessee and through Georgia.
You're a trooper. 3 different months. I mean, 3 different states.
Yeah. But it's crazy to know that it snowed all the way up and down the coast of Tennessee and North Carolina. Them motherfuckers ain't used to snow. Shit, they when I lived in North Carolina for the few weeks I did, they saw an inch of snow and they closed down the whole town.
Yeah, they're not used to that stuff. Yes,
Nah,
that's where I would go.
nah. They not used to that shit. I lived in this little town called Lenore, North Carolina, and it snowed there. It snowed like an inch and a half there. They went to Walmart and they bought every single goddamn shovel on the shelf
Damn, for an inch?
or
For an
inch.
inch? God damn. This though,
They
that's
was
not gonna be
tripping,
around.
and I'm like, what? And I'm like, what y'all doing? They was like, it's snowing like hell outside. I said, dude, it's like an inch of snow out there.
Yeah,
They was
that's fine.
tripping.
It's funny how other places we had the snow, and the ones that are used to it, they're like, we'll just get like get some ice melt or something like that. So we'll just get some
Yeah.
ice.
Or it's snow up here. And actually, he said that for most of the way it was just hitting the ground and melting because he was driving down, so he would see it hit the road and then melt.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that one was long as hell. I just looked at it. And all right, so let's get into our money system. Was this worth our $30 our time, or was it worth less? So
I'll give it $20.
mm, nah, you can't even get that.
15. I was gonna give it
You can't
$10
get.
per rumble.
Well, we had.
The women's rumble was good, and the men's rumble was decent. All I got to do is tell you that I loved it when I heard Keith get pissed that Logan Paul got thrown out. And when he kept saying that Logan was gonna win it. I love it when motherfuckers think they know everything and they don't, or they think they know when somebody's gonna win something and they don't. Whether it's Logan Paul's gonna win this, or Logan Paul's gonna be the next champ, or Braun Breaker's gonna win the Rumble and go on and beat Punk for the title, or Bronson Reed is gonna go on and do this, da 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 da. No, they ain't. And
Yeah,
now and and I know this word is forbidden in the wrestling world. I don't care. Marks be stupid. Man, my brother
no,
called me last night, wanted to argue with me for an hour and a half, talking about. He said, I want to talk to you about my son. He called me talking about he gonna move out of this place, and they're gonna find him a place, and I want to know how you feel. So what did he do? He called me and talked to me about the Rumble for an hour before he
But
called to talk to me about his kid.
how do you sidetrack from that? From I want to find a place to stay to let's talk about the Royal Rumble. How do you even go?
For real. So instead of talking about his kid, he talks about the Rumble for an hour. And then you know what? This dumbass is going to tell me the guy in the hood was Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce. That'd be hilarious if it was Adam Pearce. That'd be hilarious.
He gonna tell me it was Adam Pearce, and then he gonna say that what did he say? He gonna say that they gonna make him a wrestler, and they gonna get him up out of the GM job, and put somebody else in there as the GM.
That course is better than Adam Pearce, but
I'm like, dude. Well, Adam Pearce was good in his day. I used to see Adam Pearce wrestle up in NWA Upstate, up in New York. Adam Pearce was good back in the day, but Adam Pearce is too old, and he's been with WWE for too many years and been out the ring for too long to wrestle.
Yo, I remember him. He was supposed to have a match with Roman Reigns at the Rumble. Yo, I'm still waiting.
He never did. He never did. Just like Reigns and Aldis was supposed to have a match at one point, and they pulled the plug on that too.
Oh, that was never gonna happen. You just wanted to get some RKOs in. I don't think that was ever gonna happen.
Now the question is, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do with Reigns? Are they gonna have him go against
I think they're gonna see him Punk, and they should have done that. It should have been a 1v1 last year, honestly. But I mean, yeah.
And now people think that that it's going to be a 3-way at Mania: Drew, Cody, and Fatu.
I'm not feeling that. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, me either.
I didn't like how Drew came in and cut off Cody and took him out the room. I would have liked that somebody eliminate him from the room that was in the Rumble. Like Fatu was right there. It's not that far.
Yeah. Like, why have Drew do it? Why have Drew do it?
Right. I get he hates him, but you got the title. Why you need to be a player hater? I mean, you know what I'm saying? You took the biggest belt the thing that he loves and desires the most. You feel me? Why do you need to go through that? And they're gonna do some.
I mean, and you can only feud with one person at a time. So why are you gonna have Cody feud with both of them?
Right. Come on, like let Fatu get the burn. You know what I mean? Come on. So
that's why these people think that it's gonna be a 3-way because Cody's feuding with both of them. But Fatu ain't got no beef with Drew, so why are you gonna have them two fight? Just nothing for no reason. So what? They're gonna go beat the fuck out of Cody and then just stand there and wait for him to pass out and then fight over who's gonna cover him and win? No.
I mean, I don't like that 3-way. That's not a good idea. And Cody's gonna have to win. What Cody's gonna have to go through the chamber. They're most likely gonna put him through that. So it seems.
Yeah.
And then how Fatu gonna get beaten through the equation? Are they gonna double pin each other at the same time? And you're gonna say, "Oh my gosh, it's a mosh." That's why I feel. Are you gonna do that? That's lazy. A double pin? No. So this WrestleMania, no John Cena, no more AJ Styles now.
And all that they was talking about last night was that AJ and Triple H have been talking about a backstage job at WWE now. So now ain't nobody even talking about TNA no more. So everybody that's talking about TNA can stop tripping.
Go on your D Wade shit, my G, and finish your career where you should have started. You should have ended at the first time. TNA, damn it. Just go on your D Wade run. Just go back.
Dude, I'm telling you. Dude, I'm telling you. What nobody wants to understand, and I don't give a shit what Johnny or Keith or anybody else says. It's just like in football with Tomlin and the Steelers. Tomlin just retired from the Steelers, right? He's still under
Right.
contract with the Steelers. He just can't go wherever the fuck he wants to because he's still under contract. AJ is still under contract. He just can't go wherever the hell he wants to. He got to do what WWE says until his contract is up, right?
Yeah, I thought it expired last. I thought it expired last night or probably this
No,
weekend.
does it expire soon? Because I thought he
I
still
don't
had some
know.
more time on it.
I thought this one was at January or at earliest maybe next week. I don't really know. I don't keep up with that kind of situations because I don't care less. I got
I
more.
have to look if I
I
can,
need
if
my
I
time.
even care. I could look.
Bro, if it expired already, then yeah, we can have it already, and he could go back to where it all started. Because
I mean, you got people like Keith and Johnny who swear to God that he's going back to TNA, but I'm not sure if he will. I mean, yeah,
shit,
because of
man.
the interaction on January 15th, that people might think that he may have a match at Bound for Glory this year, but
I
they
know.
might also think that people will probably forget about that shit by then. People who aren't fans like us.
I would say he'll be if he is going to go to TNA, he'll do it for like a few months and then retire. He'll retire like in the summer or something like that. I don't think he'll be there the whole year. If he does go to TNA, he'll go to TNA for a few months to say hi,
Well, I
bye,
think
at
I
most.
think I think that if he goes, it'll that he will he'll retire at their biggest show of the year at
Bound for Glory.
Bound
That's
for
their big.
Glory.
It was a team that or Slammiversary, one of those two, but I think Bound for Glory is their biggest one.
Yeah, Bound for Glory is their biggest show of the year.
So yeah, I can see him doing that. And then that's in the summer, right? Was it? Let me see.
It's in
I think that's
October.
damn.
Slammiversary is the one in the Slammiversary is the one in I think July. That's the big show of the summer. That's their summer slam. I think is Slammiversary.
Okay. I seen the one there too because that was the other big show that they used to promote heavy. I don't remember those.
Which one?
Slammiversary.
Yeah.
So it's all right. But Triple H is playing a nasty game, man. And he's trying to get this career killer Gunther thing over, and
Yep. It's not
he's doing
gonna
some
work.
devil.
Triple
He's
H
doing
need
some
to let
devil
Gunther kill his
work.
career.
I can't put nobody over my chest. But nah, this is the second time straight. I had to really see this. This man put the 666 on his line, and when they show how many days AJ Styles was in WWE, 3,660 days. That's when I knew this is a nasty agenda, bro. I'm sorry,
Yep.
this is
Yep.
nasty. I don't know what kind of devil shit Triple H is on, but he doing something real wicked, man. I don't know if y'all know what's that. When I saw that 660, I said, "You son of a bitch! You sacrificed my AJ Styles for this." Oh, this is done. All right, this is October. But this is a nasty journey. So what he gonna take on Brock next? Because I keep hearing Brock. I keep hearing Brock a lot. I keep hearing Brock. I keep hearing Randy Orton. Many
But
Brocks.
see, that's the thing. That's
How
why
you
I
gonna
was
convince me
tripping
against Brock?
because
How?
that that's why I be tripping because hold on.
Everyone like. All right, we get Cena. He's smaller than Gunther. We get Cena a little bit, but we still get on Cena because he's stronger than Gunther, and he can build up a little size. But Gunther's taller than him, so he can be a little bit more, a little bit convincing.
All right,
AJ,
this is why I was tripping because I
Mike,
saw that thing that I posted, that story I posted a few days ago in the group chat where it said that AJ and Triple H have been talking, have been discussing possible opponents for his retirement tour. So I'm like, well, if they're discussing opponents for a retirement tour, then he ain't losing at the Royal Rumble, right?
Right.
That's on one hand, and then on the other hand, he talking about how he's gonna retire at the Royal Rumble. So which one is it?
Yeah, I don't pay attention to all those all the time. They flip flop a lot. I'm on that one way or the other. You want to stay all the way, or you want to get out now while you can before you do some more devil magic because they're on some devil shit. I It's some nasty agendas being worked. So AJ, go at TNA to be on your D Wade stuff and finish your career off strong.
Man, I don't think TNA is gonna help AJ whatsoever. I think it's just gonna
Pay
hurt
per
his
appearance.
legacy
Pay per
because of how
appearance.
bad.
Give him 10 appearances. Finish off at what's the hoots at Slammiversary, and then two will do. We'll see you. We'll see you when you get in the Hall of Fame for TNA. That's how I just feel it'd be right. Like it feels like when he left, it was like D Wade leaving. Like I keep saying that because he was when you think TNA, you think of AJ Styles. One of the first names you think of is AJ Styles. And it ain't double. Like he's the first name you think of. So it'll be apropos for him to go back where it started and finish it all there. Like one of those 1 day contracts where you like one of them legends had a 1 day contract and then they retire with the team. Do that type of thing. I prefer that.
I mean,
Outside.
he actually started in places like Ring of Honor and Jersey Outdoor
Yeah,
Wrestling.
I always say ain't never calm. So you want to go to AEW then? Because that's where
No,
ROH is at. A
no,
lot of people
because
want to go
Ring
to
of Honor
AEW.
sucks now because Tony got it.
You know, people want to go to AEW so bad. I'm like, no, I don't want to see him in AEW. That wouldn't feel right. I ain't gonna lie, I would not feel right. It would be a little odd. Like,
Well, it's odd to
put
see Ciampa there too, mainly because he lied.
hey man, nobody wasn't hey man, you just wanted to get a new opportunity, a new vocation.
That's fine, but you ain't got to lie about it.
Did he lie or did he just not tell you the truth all the way?
Man, what the fuck is the difference? A lie is a lie.
No, I mean like he ain't tell where he was going. That's the difference.
Nah, but
Did he tell
he legit said that he wanted to work on the indies.
well, AEW is sort of indie, but just got extra money. AEW in it, but you can still make indies. You know, your AEW, you can still do that. Ain't like you gotta be loyal to just AEW. And it's not like WWE where you only have to work for WWE. You can still do other shit too.
No, you
So I
can't.
guess that's why I wanted security with all the indie days.
You can't work for WWE and work other promotions like you can work for uh when you work for AEW and New Japan and indie promotions and all that other shit.
He wanted one contract that was secure, and then the others he'll get per appearance or per date or whatever. How they do the exchange in that
Per
business?
appearance.
Yeah, per appearance. There you go. You know, so he wanted two checks. He wanted more checks. I guess that's how I look at it. And
But
he wanted
more
TNT
checks
title.
ain't gonna combine to more checks ain't gonna come up to the one where he was getting from WWE. But my guess was they was gonna break up DIY and send them both on singles careers, and Ciampa didn't want that, which is why he's gone.
Because he know it won't work out. He knows it won't. They want to get far anyway. They'll be jobbers basically. They'll be putting the
I don't
new
know.
guys over.
They did pretty good in NXT, and when they feuded against one another, they was pretty dope.
But you know,
Even though I didn't watch it, their matches was good.
the match, everything was good in their rivalry until the end. Their last match was kind of just
Wait,
underwhelming.
wasn't that the one at
Yeah.
Barclays?
No, not that one. It was 2020. It was right when COVID started. They had like a 1 hour long match, and that shit dragged from the 9 o'clock hour to the 10 o'clock hour. Them 4 5 like almost an hour. And then Kansas Ray, low balls, Champa, and that's how Johnny got the win. And that was the final beat. I think the one final beat type of thing. And that was the last time they fought. So the ending of it was very underwhelming. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, use your wife to get the W, Johnny. Oh, don't know where though. But hey, that was a good moment right there with the Champa heel turn. That was a cool. Time with what's the name? The crutch. That's when I started getting with NXT because I had a little money, and that's when he was on the network. Well, all right, but the Royal Rumble winner for the women's side was Liv Morgan. That was my second pick. If it wasn't EST coming back,
I'm surprised she ain't come back. She'd been gone for. Somebody pointed out she'd been gone for 4 straight pay-per-views, dude.
She's been gone since WrestleMania, dude. WrestleMania last year, right? It's been a whole damn near 10 months. What in the for a finger? They should have just popped that joint back in and like put a towel over her head, put a big old April, towel over her head. Yeah. Put that thing back into place and then go get surgery. She wanted to do no surgery, but the finger wasn't healing, so that's why. And I think she did surgery recently, like a month ago or something like that. And that's why it's still not right. But that's why I feel dry right now. But the only highlights of that Women's Rumble, the big highlights, was Lash Legend showing now. Clearing house. Yes, ma'am. Yo. She lived. I thought you'd be happy because she took out the Bella twins and Charlotte.
I was happy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought
she took out Seabiscuit and the Bella bitches.
Right, I thought you'd be happy. I thought you'd be happier because they took out the people you like the most. So I thought you'd be like,
the people I hate the most.
Yeah, the ones that you want the most. I thought you'd be happy. She did great. Soul did great. But I don't know what the hell she was doing at the end, trying to do a soul snatch on the apron. Like, what are you doing? You big dummy. But
I know that's not smart.
Yeah, I don't know where she was going with that. I was like, girl, you're on the outside. There's not a lot of room, and if you do hit the soul snatch, you're gonna hurt yourself. Doesn't matter, you're gonna hurt the opponent. I ain't get sense, but hey. But at least Liv won with the Oblivion locking out Tiffany time and going to wrestle.
Now I can't imagine what kind of backlash there's going to be in the Judgment Day because Liv took out Raquel.
I would say for Raquel's sake, it's a good thing she got a title match on Monday. Maybe they can help her out and they can win the title for Raquel. That's the only way you can make this up to her. You gotta help her win the title. They don't.
Oh, by the way, what happened to the didn't they win a belt last year for winning the Royal Rumble?
No, that was like greatest Royal Rumble. No, not the greatest. The Crown Jewel.
No, that was something different. My fault. Never mind.
Yeah, you think you brought like they ain't had no greatest Royal Rumble with Braun Strowman.
No, I know.
Yo, I don't think they could have 50 women on that one. Yeah. I don't think they do 50. I don't think they could do the 50 women on that one. That's a lot. That's a lot of gear to get. That's a lot of bodies and a lot of time. And you know, on Triple H, that shit gonna be 3 hours.
Yep. That's the one match.
Fast, man. It's gonna be 2 matches on the card. One woman's title match, and the other would be the greatest Royal Rumble of all time, which is all the way. So that some bitch ain't gonna happen. You keep that one. But the women's one was actually good. I give that one $3.45. Had a nice.
What, the women's rumble?
Yeah, out of my $5.
And you's a greedy nigga, for real? I said, you's a greedy nigga, for real? Only $3.45?
Yeah, we're in a $5 system, dog. Times is hard.
Damn,
$5.
You can't even get them bitches $3.50. You got to go 45.
Know why? Because there was no Blake Monroe in this bitch. That's why.
Oh, all right.
There was no Blake Monroe.
So Mariah May would have gave you another nickel?
Yes. Another nickel, nigga. Yes.
I got you. Yeah. I got you.
You feel me? I mean, we had some nice surprises. Kehlani Jordan came in. JCJ. It was nice seeing her. It was okay. Latina Heat. She carried me. She brought me over to the quarter extra. So she thanked you for that. But the biggest pop at night was Brie Bella, which very surprised me. And then
that was very surprising.
And then I had to think about it. The day of Brian's stimulus package. She had the D Brian special.
Yo, you know, Nikki turned face right there, right?
David said thank you.
I don't know why.
They said thank you, Cena. Because Nikki's probably the only Margot broad that they know. Like the Bellas are the only Margot people that was outside of her. The Bellas, Alexa, I think Rhea. Those like the biggest pops of the night. The ladies side at least.
Well,
Brie
got the biggest pop of the night, I think.
Yeah, Brie had the biggest one. Which that was a shock of the line. When I heard Brie mode, I said, "Oh fuck." I was like, "Oh fuck, bro." But it was well for what it was. So, all right. Michelle to live for winning. My second pick got it, and I had to watch the same round that she won. Yeah. We talk about AJ and Gunther. I gave this one $2. This shit was long, dragged out. They had my man getting beat on, pissed on. He beat the piss out of him in that corner. And then he didn't even get the 3 drop. He only got the one. He only got the one shake the hand.
Yeah, he only got the one. What's up with that shit?
Yeah, man. That's why I gave it $2, because you supposed to have the 3-hand drop. He didn't even get that.
I give that one $1.50.
You know what? I don't mind that. Because that shit was ass, bro.
Then I give Drew and Sammy like $1.25.
I gave $1.50. That should have been a lot quick. This shit was too long. That shit was too long.
I fell asleep during that shit, dude.
It should have been a powerbomb to that announce table. Claim on 3 times, and then go to sleep. And then
you said 3 times. Why do he need 3 claymores?
So he can be knocked the F out for clear conscious. And the last one set up like he's about to do a haluva kick, but just Claymore's freaking head off. That's how I should have gone. So way too long. But we get $1.50 for that one. Because Drew won.
You get $1.25.
Yeah, we don't go. We're not going well at the store. We didn't do well at the store.
Nah, man.
At the men's rumble, boy, Oba started. I was like, okay.
Yeah, Oba started. I was pretty impressed with that.
Braun Baker, boy. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's another thing we should discuss. We should probably stop talking so much about wrestling, though.
Yeah. You ever notice how there's a hoodie every time? It's been the same black hoodie.
Yeah.
You ever notice that? I'm like, all right.
But why did they throw out Braun so early? I mean, I understand that you want to get him out, but Why he got it? Why he got to be jacked like that so quick?
I said they lost faith in him, bro. I have a feeling they lost
Man,
faith in him.
you got to give him a chance before you lose faith in him.
You know how it is 1 week they're for you good, and the next week you're like, all right, this man ain't got it. We get to the other guy. Oh, we got other niggas, so see how they do. But the brothers showed out. You know what I'm saying? Javon was in that bitch for 45 minutes. I was like, damn, so long. But
I don't know. I can't figure out why Keith don't like Javon Evans. Besides, he ain't got no taste.
Yo, he was getting bouncy in that rumble. God damn.
For real.
I didn't think he'd get bouncy in the rumble, but he did. That's all right.
Yep. Yo, I still say, I swear to God, I still say the wrong thing to do is to jump off the top rope in a battle royal.
Every time.
That shit is not the smartest thing to do in a royal in a rumble, in a battle royal.
Right. It's not wise. You
Nope.
get some caught up. But we thank God for Roman Reigns for taking out that dastardly Gunther. He can only beat up on old men. Make him. He can only beat up on old men. And that's the reason why he didn't win the Royal Rumble. If you're anybody in his prime,
he can't beat him.
Right. If it's anybody that is in his age range, he can't beat him. But if they're old and wrinkly, he can beat their ass. Keep that story up. And by God, don't let him get Brock Lesnar. They're not feeding him Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar will eat him alive.
Brock and Gunther at Mania.
I will throw my television out the window if that is the Mania match. And Brock loses to him the exact same way AJ and John Cena go out. I will throw my television out the window. Please, get me out of that nonsense. I will throw it. A football. Like, get out of here. You see how big Brock is, dog? You see how big he is? This nigga's no
Brock better not lose to Gunther.
This is enormous, bro. Bro. He's still just as big as he was back in his prime. Like, bro. He don't lose to Gunther. Please. Yo, he did Ilya so dirty, yo. He teabagged, yo, and then he threw him out the ring. That shit was hilarious. That was hilarious, yo. I watched that back. That was hilarious. But thank you, Roman Reigns, for taking out and getting your second Rumble win. So we'll see what you do tomorrow.
Roman wasn't my exact first pick, but I'm glad I'm so much happier that he won than Logan or Gunther.
Yeah, Logan too. I don't mind him. I don't think.
And then somebody told me that AJ was on the list to go out for the Rumble, but he didn't go out. Yeah, that's why he didn't leave his gloves in the ring, because he was supposed to go out for the Rumble.
I was hyped when he didn't put the gloves in the ring. I was like, no, AJ, don't do it. But he put them gloves back, and I said, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, AJ. You're not doing this like here, not in this setting. No way, Jose.
Well, yeah, but come to find out, he only did it because he was supposed to be in the Rumble, and he wasn't out there. And now everybody's like, Jericho was supposed to be number 30. Well, obviously he wasn't, was he? And I don't give a shit what anybody says. Don't nobody know what's gonna go on or what's supposed to happen. You can sit here and talk about everything. Oh, this is supposed to happen, that's supposed to happen. But unless you're in that damn booking room, you don't know shit.
Well, we're gonna find out in a few months because W Unreal. We're gonna see it. So just wait a few months. Just wait around next year, I guess. Oh, well, later this year. Never know.
Later this year. Probably in the summertime sometime.
Right. We'll find out. We'll find out the situations. All right. Enough of this wrestling crap. That some bitch was all as hell.
You said wrestling crap.
Yeah.
You starting to sound like the West Texas rednecks talking about rap is crap.
Man, I'm gonna make a wrestling diss song just like Mr. Perfect did. I'm gonna make a wrestling diss song.
I can make a wrestling diss song.
And Triple H is gonna be the big part of that. Crap is crap. All right.
Shawn Michaels can be a big part of it too.
All right. You got some cards. You told me you had some cards that you got in your
Oh yeah,
mailbox.
I got some cards.
You got some freshies. And happy Black History Month too. Happy Black History Month.
Yes, happy Black History Month. You know what?
Everybody except WWE, and everybody knows it except WWE. Even AEW acknowledge that shit more. Even ROH acknowledge that shit.
Well, nigga, the same person owns a goddamn company. Of course they're gonna acknowledge it more. God damn it.
NWA acknowledge that shit more. And they only had one brother as the NWA World Champion, which was Ron the Truth Killings. Ties don't count. All right. Even NWA, the company.
Tie goes to the winner.
JCW. They probably
Man, fuck JCW.
I ain't watched this show either. But knowing them, they probably would too. But... All right, Keith, show your
Call me Keith again, I'm gonna smack the black off you.
Hey, motherfucker. That's not the foul your ass.
That's a lot of fat, dude.
I'll be chopping like a damn. I'm gonna be chopping
I'll
like
be
the bushes.
skinny as a motherfucker.
Chop your ass like Gunther. I'm gonna have to go like Eddie Kingston, Eddie Dragon. Put your ass down.
Shit.
I'm gonna have to keep doing that shit. All right, show your first set of cards. Or your first card.
Now you might not be able to see this whole thing on the screen. This is called a super chrome card.
Oh, you saw a big card I gave and said I got big cards too, man, motherfucking nigga. Yeah.
No, actually, I just found this shit, dude, like 10 minutes ago.
Okay. 10 minutes. Okay, you got Jita. Okay. You got anything on the back or just that Jita?
Oh yeah. This is 98.
You look young. You look young in that picture.
He do look young, don't he?
I know.
It's a 1998.
Okay. Lemons. I thought I see that one. All right. Okay. There, Jita. I know you had missed call. Someone called your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
somebody important.
Okay. Okay, you got that. All right. That was it. That was your first card reveal. Derek Jeter was I've got Hall of Famer. All right. My first guy, he was a journeyman. He lasted a few seasons. But his name is Kevin Jones. He was a running back for the Lions, Manly, and they played for the Bears for 1 year. His rookie year was his breakout year. He had 1,000 yards, 241 carries, 1,133 yards, and 5 touchdowns. And he had another receiving touchdown on 28 catches. In the second year, he came a backup or split time. He had over 600 yards. He had 5 touchdowns again. In the 6th year on this one, he had 689 yards and 6 touchdowns in 06. So this was 07. I think I got this in the same way I got my other 2 cards where someone bought in the class and by the accident forgot to give it back to where it was supposed to belong. So same way.
He's saying he jacked it.
More like
that was just the easy way of saying he jacked it.
More like advanced borrowing. That never went back to his original owner. I would say.
All right, I got you.
All right, he had his last in Detroit was pretty all right. He had 8 touchdowns, but had 500 yards carries, and then last year Chicago was 08. He went to Chicago, had 1 year, but didn't do much. He had 11 games, but then he had a lot of opportunities. And he's retired ever since. So shout out to him. All right, that was my card.
All right, my second card will be the same thing. It'll be the same big card as 1992 Super Tops Chrome Tino Martinez.
I ain't had that name in a long time. Tino Martinez.
Let's see. This is also a 98. And he was,
still a decent player.
He doesn't really have any, you know what I'm saying? I guess 97 was his best year. He has 44 home runs, 2 triples, 37 doubles, 176 runs. Or 176 hits, 96 runs. Damn. The last time a first baseman hit more than 44 homers was when Lou Gehrig blasted 49.
Okay.
Let's see.
Lou Gehrig. So Lou Gehrig way back in 19.
Hang on, I'm trying to read it.
Back in the 1920s or 30s, and no Negroes is allowed.
Yep. No niggas allowed, goddammit.
Yeah, they said, until they say, we'll let that one nigga come through here.
Yeah, so we got to let the rest of them come through, goddammit. And he almost tied Jimmy Fox's record in 32 and 38.
Okay. All right, Jimmy Fox. I thought he was a third baseman. I always thought he was a third baseman.
No, they're talking about tying Jimmy Fox as far as home runs go.
Oh, all time.
They're talking about fell only one short of Jimmy Fox's major league mark, 32 and 38.
Jimmy Fox. Okay. Okay. So, all right. Well, I might bring this back, but I may or may not just revealed him. But Jermaine Lewis, not Ray Lewis. No relation to Ray. He was a wide receiver of my Ravens. He was very instrumental in our Super Bowl run with a mean kickoff return touchdown in that 2000 Super Bowl or 2001, whichever year it was. But that was the greatest defense ever. And He didn't, and he has most of our Ravens records because a lot of our receivers we're not good at draft receivers. So he's probably the most notable ones. And he has the most yards in our game still. 272. So on his 3-year totals. Yeah, he was more like a slot guy for us. Excuse me. Yeah, he averaged 19.1 yards per catch on 41 receptions. And he was the first receiver we drafted in our franchise history. It says in the card. Now, this one, how I got it, it was a gift, actually. When my cousins gave it to me, he said, hey, you should have this. And you're in Baltimore, so you can relate to this and get on. And I was told, look this man up. If you want to be a Ravens fan, you got to look about history. And I didn't look at history. So, shout out Jermaine Lewis. That's how we got to the flock. I ain't even doing like that. So, that's my second card review. I need more cards.
You do.
But I got my last surprise. All right, your turn. What's your next review?
Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yeah, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
This is a 1980 Bucky Dent.
Bucky Dent.
He's most famous for what happened?
I was saying like in the 80s or in the 70s?
70s and 80s.
Okay.
He's most famous for hitting the game-winning home run against the Boston Red Sox in the 78 playoff games to go to the ALCS over the Green Monster.
Okay. The Yankee hero.
He's a Yankee hero.
And he did against Boston, so he's a double hero. Okay. Yeah, is that fresh autograph? Or was that just?
No, that's an assembly autograph. I do have a couple cards that are autographed. I gotta find them though, but that's not a real autograph. That's like an autograph, like
it comes after
a machine would autograph it or some shit.
Okay. Nice. All right. I probably had the most deadliest card in mankind. The most deadliest one. More deadly than anything that you have ever showed, or even I have showed. Death was around. We will need the National Guard, the military.
Oh, here you go.
The freaking Coast Navy, Coast Guard. You can have to bring in all the troops just to take this bastard down. You need everybody. And why I say this?
Who is that?
Tyrannosaurus Rex. Why is it upside down? It's weird. Why is the name upside down?
I don't know.
I don't know why.
None of the cards upside down. The picture's upside down, dude. Which way is it?
There. All right, there. It's this way. Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Fuck you. What the fuck you got a card T-Rex for?
I guess I had Jurassic World, the movie set, and this came
with a card that came with it.
Yeah, there was 3 cards that come with it, but I got the 1 card. So
all right,
I'm just read the back. It means tyrant lizard habitat, Western North America. That's why I said we would be cooked if it was alive right now. We need everything and everybody to take this summage down. His length, 40 feet. Dumb. Weight, 9 tons. Stance.
That's only a ton more than me.
We got to throw you in the mix so we can get a big fight against your ass.
Hence the name Big Ton.
We need to throw you in there as a distraction for him.
For real.
The thing is carnivorous, so that way we won't have to worry about him eating us, maybe. Right? Ain't that like trees? Ain't like it likes plants, right? Or not? Actually, no. We'll be cooked. So yeah.
Yeah.
And then period. Rank Cretaceous or Cretaceous, 68 to 66 million years ago. So anything before Christ.
Damn.
Among the largest carnivores to ever stalk the planet, Tyrannosaurus was one fearsome dinosaur. Tyrannosaurus fossils have shown tooth marks that could have been only made by their own kind. That's sad. And it's the back. I haven't tried this link, but I'm gonna try this after I get off.
Try what?
I'm gonna try this food. Oh, never mind. Click all three on the. I was trying to see the voodoo.com/movie credits and it's code for your $5 credit. Oh shit! It's expired in 2015. So
I don't think it'll work, dude.
I'm gonna try this link out though. See if I can get the rest of the cards. But yeah, I got the most deadliest card in all of mankind right here. This Tyrannosaurus Rex. Rawr.
This nigga growled.
Yeah. That would have been what the heck he be doing? Rawr. I'm gonna eat you alive. We'll have to get on his arms though, because it can't reach out. They got small arms. You know that, right? You know that they got small arms, so we got to get under it. That'll have to be where you take it down. So we had to use that strategy. If not, they cook. So that's my big reveal. And I'm at the 5 more cards. Like my dog.
I gotta find more cards too.
No. I got a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, which is funny enough. I got like a shit ton of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I forgot.
That's almost as bad as Pokemon shit. I'm not sure I would have. I'm not sure I would have admitted the whole Yu-Gi-Oh thing, dude.
Hey man, Yu-Gi-Oh was big when I was a kid, and I had the little thing that little card slide where you can have your little on your arm. Yeah, yo, that was big when I was a kid.
What the thing had like it had little card pockets in it and whatnot.
Yeah, you can slide and go for battles and duels and stuff like that. I had that. So yeah, it was I was a youngin', you know what I'm saying? So, yeah,
you still a youngin', motherfucker.
I'm talking about when I was youngin', like just getting a double digits youngin'. Just getting a double digits youngin', you know. So yeah. So my card will trump any that you pulled out your chamber. Any card. Because it was eat them alive. That. It won't take no for an answer. It'll just eat you. Ah! Come here, motherfucker. Give me that card. Give me that baseball. Yo, Vince should have won the Royal Rumble, yo. Vince McMahon should have joined the Royal Rumble at number 30, yo. Can you imagine what would have happened, yo?
For real. Vince McMahon should have won the Royal Rumble.
Yo, that would have been so hilarious.
For real.
You heard. No chance, because that's what you got. And you see them big old bopping man doing the Vince wall. And I was looking like, what the? I
That's
told
it.
y'all getting one with this son of a bitch. One way or another. Yo, that would have broke the internet if Vince enjoyed the wrong.
That would have damn sure broke the internet, bro. Motherfuckers would have been like, we get this old ass instead of Chris Jericho?
Oh yeah, they be mad. They be like, "Are you kidding me, Triple A?" They be going his head immediately. Yo, all right, that don't be freaking hilarious. Well, we got a Super Bowl rematch of some sorts.
And
Yeah, the
some people are
Seahawks.
actually calling this the worst Super Bowl in history.
They ain't watched Rams and Patriots then. Because that shit was mega ass. That shit was mega ass. One touchdown, a bunch of punting, and the Rams only scored 3 points. And they had one of the best offenses that year. And Todd Gurley's knee couldn't go anymore. That was very disappointing Super Bowl. I don't know. That's probably the worst Super Bowl I've ever watched in my life. The worst Super Bowl I watched. So nothing can top that unless there's only a safety and a field goal, and it's 3-2, and we're in the fourth quarter. If that's
I've
it,
seen that shit happen before, but it hasn't been no. It hasn't been no Super Bowl, but I've seen that shit before.
oh god, I know that was a
For
public
real,
all your
it was
practice.
like dead ass. It was a baseball score, dude.
Yeah, that'd be the only way they can make it worse if it's the baseball score. That'd be the worst Super Bowl of all time. Seahawks and Patriots, pretty intriguing. And I'm mad that my freaking old coach, my old offensive coordinator, is now. We should have been won that Super Bowl in 2023, man. We should have been chance, bro. Yeah, Harbaugh. But it's all right. We should have won. We had a chance. You got another reveal card?
No, I mean I can reveal a lot,
You know
but
what? All right, reveal your last one, then we'll move on to the next. My topic.
let's see. What shall I
Rip it open.
review?
Rip that pack open, man. Rip it open. That's how you be. Rip that son of a bitch open.
I ain't got no pack. I was gonna buy some, but I didn't.
All right, we got a popcorn. Oh. There we go.
All right. This is a. God damn, this nigga played for a long time.
Oh.
This is 82, I think. Yeah, 82 Joe Morgan. He used to commentate.
I know him.
Besides play. He was on the 75 Big Red Machine Cincinnati Reds that won the World Series.
Damn. I remember the contact team with John Buck and Joe Morgan, man. That's what we.
No, it's John Miller and Joe Morgan, dude.
Miller. There you go. That's my. John
You
Miller.
said John Buck and Joe Miller.
I know. That's right, John. Hey, I had the John right, and I had the Miller. And no Miller right. John Miller and Joe Morgan. They on a vegan I used to play too.
Oh shit.
But yeah. Yeah.
For all you Dukes of Hazzard fan, this is Uncle Jesse's truck.
Okay.
I just found his under my chair. What the hell it was doing under there, I couldn't tell you. As you can tell, I have a whole lot of collectibles in here, not just wrestling figures, not just Back to the Future stuff, not just baseball cards, and it drives my wife fucking crazy.
Oh, you got all this fucking shit here. What the hell?
Yeah, you need to clear out of this fucking room. You know what? She's been telling me this shit for 10 fucking years, dude.
I don't know. Goddamn. Yeah.
I clean it out, then more shit come in. Then my kid come over and help me clean it out again. Then more shit come in.
Yeah, a bunch of shit, pal.
Get rid of this goddamn shit, dude. For real.
Yeah, send me a couple of them. Send me a few items. I'll take care of them. I'll take care of some items for you.
Yeah.
I'll clear out.
Send me some money.
Yeah. I need a zero. Yeah, what's up?
I even got some Back to the Future items. I got Doc and Marty Pops.
Before or after the change, or both? Because you know they changed like a few times. You know they changed like a few times.
Yeah, I believe I have them before. I paid a gem for them shits too. I have to dig them out. They over there behind all their other bullshit. Hold on, let me show you something. You see all that shit over there?
Yeah, dang. A lot. Dang, that's a lot. Sheesh.
See all that shit?
Yeah. Got Frigidaire.
Those are all wrestling figures over there. That big tall box that's standing right there is wrestling figures. There's a box of t-shirts right there. There's the stand I used to set the phone on, where the Giannis bobblehead is. Then I got a DX picture behind it. The Hasbro ring over there. That big ass box that's standing up right there is full of figures that are still in the box. And then you want to see some more garbage? Let me show you. Look at this closet, DLo.
Damn.
This is all wrestling shit. All of it.
Jeez.
All of it.
That's a
Look at this. These are all wrestling promos. Not even opened yet.
Damn.
Baseball cards. 89 cleared that I'm working on a set. Both of those bins are full of wrestling promo stuff. I'll show you the rest of my shithole next week, maybe.
Damn. That's a lot of shit you got in that room. That's a lot of shit in that room.
For real. Jeez. One day I might get around to cleaning it.
Sometime or another. One day or another.
For real.
Yeah.
You know, if my dead ass brother who lives 100 yards across the court from me would come over and help me like you said he was going to, then maybe I could get the motherfucker clean.
That's a lot of stuff there, Chad. That's a lot, man. That's a ton of stuff.
But he all right to come over and pick through my shit when he wants to be nosy.
He's one barbecue things. He probably did what I did a couple times and took some and borrowed some by accident. Like how I did mine. I did some of my stuff.
He borrowed a couple of things to give to his kid for Christmas and forgot to pay me.
Oh, see. Well, at least I ain't had to go through that stuff. So at least I had to go through that. Say that. Okay, so there's a Pioneers game at apparently 3:00 between your Bucks and the Celtics.
Another loss for the Bucks.
Yeah. Well, my second team. My team's going L.
There's been a lot of trade talk about the about Giannis lately.
Again, this is like the 8th year in a row. This has
I know,
happened. This
right?
can happen.
Well, that dumbass. Speaking of talking about race, always making sports about race. That dumbass Negro Stephen A. always want to talk about Giannis need to get up out of Milwaukee. Fuck him and fuck his little bullshit sports thing. Talking about I can sit here on a goddamn laptop and talk sports. Motherfucker, anybody can do that. I can do that.
Right. I'll do that. But he be trying to get deep, but never goes deep. He be just talking about the surface stuff. He don't be talking about X's and O's. He don't talk about the different transactions. He don't talk about the differences of players. He just talks about their big names and their box office. So that's why I
Yep.
know it's about things, especially lately.
And then you got
He
that
don't even
piece of
know about
shit
it.
KP. KP ain't no motherfucking
Oh,
better.
Purdy.
Perkins.
Yeah.
Perkins
Yo.
ain't no motherfucking better.
Why have your ibuprofen? You can have a perk. Yo,
For real.
he said
I almost fell out my damn
he said
chair.
to his story. Yo, he said that in the show, and she did not out that.
Yo, then I
Yo,
was like, I don't know if you remember this, but a couple of years ago, before Redick became the coach of the Lakers, I remember when Barkley was no pun intended, it was barking on Perk and JJ because one called the other one out because they both got in a big ass argument on First Take.
mm-hmm.
That was funny as hell.
You know, all them old geezers, man, they hilarious, man.
Yep.
I don't like how inside the NBA went to ESPN and we just stopped seeing them. They was a good trio or court or foursome on TNT, but once they got
Yeah.
ESPN, they been neutralized. They've been neutered and neutralized. When you see them a
Yep.
lot,
It
they not
was
as
it was
raunchy.
it was Shaq, Kenny, Charles, and the other dude in the middle, James, I think his
Ernie,
name is, ain't it?
Ernie, Ernie. Yeah, Ernie Johnson. Yeah,
Ernie Johnson. There you go.
there you go.
James is football. My bad.
Yeah,
But are
fucking.
they even on ESPN anymore?
I mean, they
Are
on
those four
ESPN.
still on ESPN?
They are, but I ain't see them we ain't see them since November, and they came back a couple weeks ago in January. I was like, what the heck? You know, it was weird. I was like, it's weird because usually they're every Thursday or every Tuesday, or Thursday maybe. Because the Tuesday team they got the B team, whoever be on the B team like Wade, Candace Parker, Vince Carter, and I think Lefko was the one that was on TNT on Tuesday. Yeah,
See,
Lefko.
that's because they're inside that the NBA crew stopped doing it, and that included that dumbass Stephen A. Because he requested to be off inside the NBA because he got jealous that Mad Dog got his own Spotify show and he wanted one.
I say Mad Dog, he had his own stuff way before he joined,
Hell yeah,
right?
he did. Mad
Yeah, he
Dog,
had his own.
Mad Dog Russo had his own show on Spotify, or not Spotify, Sirius XM, way before Stephen A. did, and then Stephen A. found out about or asked Mad Dog to be on First Take, and then found out about his Sirius XM show, and then was like, "Fuck you! Now I want two of them," and now he got two Sirius XM shows.
Mm. I always
Like,
yo
like,
that
like,
was
like that
yeah.
nigga got one up somebody.
Nah, he's trying to get to politics now. He's trying to get himself out there and spread his
Nah,
oats
well,
skills.
now it's politics, but back last year he was on late night TV. And he said he wanted his own late night TV show. He did. He
Stephen A.
substituted
Knight
for like
show.
Jimmy Fallon one night or some shit.
I don't see him like late night television like Fallon.
I'm saying he wasn't bad.
That way.
He wasn't bad, but I wouldn't turn in to see him every night.
That's what I was saying. Like he's not bad, but I would not. I would not like every once in a while if there's nothing on. Yeah, I watch, but every night hearing that man every night doing this motion like
That's just
this.
like watching First Take. It was funny because my wife would sit there and listen to it with me, and she was like, she couldn't stand Molly's mouth. She could not stand Molly's voice.
Peak First Take was when they had Stephen A. Skip and Carrie Champion. Yeah, them on. That was peak. That was the last.
I hate Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless is a piece of shit.
That's funny. Yeah.
And I thought that way before he said what he said about Hamlin.
Oh yeah. Well, he been always on the LeBron hate. He been hating on LeBron since high school, basically. So
he been hating on LeBron since high school. He been sucking Tom Brady's dick for fucking 40 years.
And he loved Tebow crazy. He was obsessed with Tim Tebow. Oh
and he's obsessed with the Dallas Cowgirls.
Ain't that that's a close? Ain't that like his hometown team or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was surprising that one.
And if I'm not mistaken,
he took over. I think he got his own little stuff now because he was on Fox. FS1,
no, he don't got nothing. He got thrown off of Fox.
Oh yeah, that scandalous the scandalous stuff.
I don't know why he got thrown off of Fox. He got his the Undisputed started over again with Keyshawn and George Kittle and Irvin. And that pissed off Stephen A because he wanted Michael Irvin back, but ESPN, his producers didn't bring him back because he wanted Irvin back once a week on Mondays, but he didn't bring Michael Irvin. They didn't bring Michael Irvin back. But then the next thing you know, his show and his crew was gone.
Trying to put niggas on, but they ain't want him on that. Irvin is good. He get real passionate about it. But like a lot of people doing their own stuff, so we don't worry about. I think a lot of TV shows are taken out like that.
Man, I'm telling you, Skip.
Yeah, so but Shannon's
Skip's a piece of shit.
I
did. I mean, I thought Shannon was gonna throw down with Skip when Skip started dissing Shannon that one day on Undisputed when he said that Tom was better than he was.
Oh yeah.
And nigga stood up and took his glasses off.
What'd you say?
And he was like, "What'd you say?" He said, "Old ass, I'm a two-time ME. I'm a former Super Bowl champion." And he said, "How many did you win? How many did Tom win?" And I said, "How many did Tom cheat at winning?"
Yeah.
Tom cheated at least 4 times. I don't even want to hear that bullshit.
Yeah. I was looking up. I think it was on YouTube, and it was a poll where someone said, "Did Bill Belichick get cheat out of the Hall of Fame?" All the answers were yes, he did. Of course. I was like, wow. There was a like this for T.O., and I see the NFL put a segment out. I was like,
there was
T.O. I don't think so. They was like this for T.O., but would they? So that's why I say it's a numbers game. He's
not cheated out the Hall of Fame. They was bitching because he wasn't a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Right. It was right. And T.O. should have been the first ballot Hall of Famer by that logic.
Yeah.
T.O. should have been. T.O. top 3 all time in yards.
Bill Belichick, I don't know why that motherfucker should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. He cheated just like Tom Brady did.
I think
Tom Brady got suspended 8 games. Did I see anybody else on that motherfucking team get suspended? No. I did not.
You think Brady gonna get that same treatment? He gonna no first ballot, or is he gonna be
No, he ain't gonna get first ballot. That motherfucker cheated just like the whole motherfucking team did. My whole thing is I ain't got no love for him, just like I ain't got no love for Patty, but it's very different.
Oh, you don't like
Tom
Patrick?
Brady cheated, and Tom Brady is in the same category for me as Barry Bonds is, as Mark McGwire is, as Rafael Palmeiro is. Although I guess I'm calling myself a hypocrite then because I always say that Pete Rose and what Pete Rose did is different than what Barry Bonds did.
I mean, that's just not, that's bad.
However, gambling now is gambling now is done legally. It just wasn't legal back then. And like I said last week, Shoeless Joe, nobody can prove Shoeless Joe took money. And you damn sure can't prove it by his average or his stats in the game.
Man, he's still doing his thing. He's still doing his thing, even though he had to make it look like he wasn't doing it. Well, he wasn't getting paid. I guess film back in those days, they had no footage back in those days. So there was no film that can justify saying
I mean
the hop here and there or overthrew the first baseman like into the outfield or into the
legally he was found not guilty. It was Major League Baseball that suspended him. It wasn't the leg of the law. The law is the one that took action against him, not Major League Baseball or vice versa. I can't remember which.
Talk about how he overthrew a first baseman way over into the crowd, into the first stand.
Yeah, but you can't tell if that's an error or not, because nowadays motherfuckers be overthrowing people all the time. I mean, look at what happened in the World Series 2 years ago with the Dodgers and the Yankees. Not this past year, but the year before. Look at how many times the Yankees fucked up.
Oh, that's just them being fuck ups. That's why. That's different.
Exactly, but you can't tell if that's them being fuck ups or if that's them being having errors.
Nah, we need to fucking up. Nah, we need it wouldn't be fuck up. So, but yeah.
I don't think Tom Brady. I think spying and deflating and cheating and stealing somebody's playbook is definitely a lot different than betting on a football or betting on a baseball game, and I think it's definitely different than taking some steroids. So I think Tom Brady's going to get treated differently when he tries to get in when it's his turn to get in the Hall of Fame, and if he doesn't, I will be really, really surprised.
Yeah, I'll be surprised too, because
not only do I think that he won't be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but I also think that he won't get in at all. Just like Barry, Roger, Mark, and Raphael.
He ain't going.
Now I think they fitting to put Aroyd in. They shouldn't put Aroyd in. Aroyd got 600 and some home runs. They still shouldn't put Aroyd in. Because all them motherfuckers had help with. They had enhancement help with hitting all those home runs. And Barry Bonds' head grew 2 foot.
2 foot? His head grew 2 feet? 2 head?
Yeah.
So like he had a big.
I mean, maybe Maybe I'm being a little sarcastic. Maybe it only grew 1.5 feet.
So you're ignored. It was 2 degrees they couldn't
Come
ignore.
on. Let's be honest. All right. Let's have an honest conversation here about some baseball and some steroids real quick.
Did you take
all right?
it?
Motherfuckers always want to talk about having honest conversations about steroids and HGH and baseball and players that got caught and players that didn't get caught, and why are players that are not caught in and why are players that got caught are not in. Come on, you ain't that fucking stupid. Players that are not in the Hall of Fame, it don't matter what fucking sport you're in. They are not in the Hall of Fame because they got caught. And they are obviously now, if you know of players that are in the Hall of Fame that took steroids, don't come at me with, well, what about da 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 da? What about da 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 da? Well, motherfucker, obviously they're in because they did not get caught. Don't be a moron. On TikTok, on my page on TikTok, I have this one post. You should join my page, DLo. But on my TikTok page, I have this one post that says, "Who is the biggest snub of the Hall of Fame in the history of baseball?" And then I obviously have Donnie Baseball because I think he's the biggest snub.
Okay.
I think he should have been. I think he should have been put in over Jeff Kent. I think he should have been put in over a lot of people because during between 84 and 89, he had the highest peak of anybody. He was the best player in baseball between those years. Those are facts. You look at the stats. I don't give a shit about these bullshit. And we talked about this last week. These bullshit WAR stats or OPS or no shit like that because they didn't count the WAR back then. I don't even think they're counting them now. Even though you see people trying to compare them now on Facebook. If you follow baseball websites, you see people trying to compare them now. Who had the better WAR between Barry Bonds and Ted Williams, or Barry Bonds and Babe Ruth, or Barry Bonds and who was the other one? Lou Gehrig.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cares.
They went that undefeated streak.
They want the undefeated streak. Just like they wanted the undefeated streak with Taker. And everybody still asks the question to this day. Should Taker have lost that first match to Brock Lesnar? And no, he shouldn't have, because he wasn't supposed to lose that match to Brock, but Brock fucked up. Brock missed a spot or two and made a botch or two, and he won that match.
So you would have kept Taker undefeated. You just had them undefeated. So
I would have kept him undefeated. It would have been one of them unbreakable records, just like in baseball.
Well, I honestly think Brock should have got it because there was no way outside of Roman Reigns. I don't think there's anybody else you could put in that position and say he can beat Taker, unless you're gonna build somebody new. I think Brock needed it for the mystique.
Hogan. And Taker hated Hogan. Why, I don't know, but he did.
Party's over, Grandpa. Now Hogan tried.
Hogan was a golden goose, and Taker almost fucked up his career because of when he gave him the Tombstone Pile Driver back at Taboo Tuesday.
My neck, brother. My neck, brother.
Yeah. I'm not that far up like I'm supposed to be, brother. You don't have me that far up. What's the deal?
My neck, brother. You did it. You did a number on me, brother.
Yep.
You did a number on me, brother. I was always saying that. But there was only a couple that could really go to that.
Yeah, there was only a few people that could do that. There's only a few people that could that could um that could break the undefeated streak. One would have been Brock. One would have been Hogan. One would have been Roman. My problem was that it should not have been a part timer to do it.
They always do that for special attraction. They want to keep them as a special attraction. That's the thing with wrestling that's never been thrown out before. The special attractions. And I think that's what happened recently with Taker his last few years. He want to be a special attraction because he will only come around to WrestleMania after 2010, basically after 2010.
Who did?
On WrestleMania. So it only makes sense for the be a special attraction to take him out. That's what their logic.
I mean, that's what they used to count Andre as. Andre before Vince, before the old man before he messed everything up and bought up everything and basically took everybody out. Andre used to go around to all the territories as a special attraction.
That's a lot of traveling. That's a lot of traveling.
Yep.
That's a lot of traveling.
Yep.
Jesus. I guess he wanted to.
I'm not sure if you knew this, but his height was a work. I don't know if you remember this, but during an interview back in the early to mid '80s, they actually used to have Andre step on top of a stack of phone books.
He's shorter than Yao Ming. I know that. I know he's shorter than Yao Ming. I knew that.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that. I was like,
how tall is Yao?
He's 7'6". Well, 7'5".
Yeah, they bill Andre at 7'4". He's not even that tall. I don't think.
That makes me think it's even taller than Shaq. That makes me think it's even taller than Shaq. Because
I think that's bullshit. Because I remember back in the day, they like I said, Vince, they during one interview that they stood in front of the ring, and Vince was standing there with a long metal stick. There was a mic, and holding the mic up to him, and he was having Andre step on a pile of phone books back then to make it show that he was taller than he really was back then. Now back in the late '80s, early '90s, I don't know if he was really 7'4", 7'5", but back in the early '80s, when he was doing all this shit in the early to mid '80s, I don't know if he was that tall or if it was the phone books.
That makes you think. They could have had a face off between him and Taker. When Taker came in '90, right? And when did Andre go away? Like late '88 or something like that, or '87?
No. Andre.
I know
because Andre went out to the UWF in '90 because he came out in crutches, and then Vince called him back to do something, and then and he wasn't able to do anything. That's why his last match. That's why it was hard for Hogan to pick him up or do anything because he had a big ass back brace on because his back was so fucked up even in '87. And he was still doing shit in '88. I think 89, and I know that he would made an appearance in 90 for UWF. It was a bullshit UWF, but it was still UWF because there was two different UWFs. You can look, and I know you're probably doing that.
It closed for a little bit, and then it went back, and then they opened a new version of UWF. Something. So UWF.
There's Herb Abrams UWF.
And then 1980, said 1990 was the last year.
Yeah. I believe he came out in 90, and then he just went to his farm in North Carolina, I think it was in, and then that's where he lived for the rest of his life. He tried to make a trip over to France to see his sick father, but I'm not sure if he made that trip or not.
Okay, it said he made a special guest appearance in 91. During 90, finished his last run in WBF. So I was thinking, they could have. I guess they probably want to do Undertaker. Well, I guess I was trying to think.
What did they say? What did it say?
So it said he was a surprise guest in 91 in UWF. But
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
And then Vince called him back because he got pissed that he made that surprise guest appearance.
Yeah, because he was in WF in 90. He was still in there in 1990.
Yeah. And Vince and he came out to the crowd in crutches. He had crutches on. He was walking with crutches. And he came out to the ring because I saw the show. And Vince got pissed right away and then called him back and was like, "You need to come back here." Kind of like all the times he did with Taker.
I know he was French, yo. That was the one thing I never knew he was French. He was from France.
Oh yeah, he's from a little village in
Coulommiers, France. Yeah, he's from Coulommiers, where that city's at.
In the south, in the French.
North. Yeah. All right, it's the north. All right, northern France. He's from northern France. I never knew that.
Oh shit! The Cardinals just hired Mike LaFleur, Matt's brother.
Oh, cool. That's all I was thinking. That's his brother. Nice.
Yeah, that is his brother.
Okay, they can do. That's nice for him. Well, good for him. He got a new coach. His bro, they can have game meetings on Mondays or Sundays. Or they play each other.
Well, they did play each other when the Packers played the 49ers.
But I was his assistant now. Now he the head honcho.
Yeah. Nice. Well, no, he's not the head honcho. He's still the OC. He just the OC in a different team.
Yeah. Damn, I just got this update. The Dolphins are hiring linebackers coach Sean Duggar from your team. What is going on? What's going on with you and the Packers? Your Packers are losing everybody to the Dolphins. Except for
and then my wife saw earlier that they said the Dolphins said that they were officially moving on from Tua.
Uh-oh. Time to rebuild.
So they either gotta trade for somebody, they either gotta draft somebody, or they gotta bring somebody else in.
They're gonna be some shit for a while. They gotta do some development.
They've been shit for a minute, dude. Fuck you talking about? They haven't been good in years.
At least they got the only undefeated season in NFL history. That's the only positive. At least one positive.
That shit happened the year I was born, dude.
Hey, man. Damn. 72 or 73? Damn. Damn, that's a long ass time. Jeez. I remember they brought up 20 years. They brought that 70 squad. I was like, damn, y'all niggas old. Damn, y'all niggas old as shit. It was like a 40th anniversary or 50th anniversary. Like, damn, that's the last thing that was really relevant. The 70s. This is a crime they couldn't get Dan Marino that one ring. Because all I kept hearing, he was the greatest star you could see.
I mean, the saddest thing in Moreno's career is that he never won a Super Bowl.
He been there at least.
By the way,
He been there at least once.
when is the Pro Bowl?
It's on a Tuesday, my G. The Pro Bowl games are on a freaking Tuesday.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yo. That's the same thing I said. My homie said we was texting on the phone like, "Yo, when the Pro Bowl games are?" And they were on a Tuesday. I was like, "What?" Yeah, I know they do.
And let me guess, it's one of them dumbass games like it was before, where it's somebody's team against somebody's team, and it's a flag football game or some bullshit. It's not going to be the original AFC versus NFC type shit, right?
Yeah, basically that. I don't get it. I don't get the Pro. Yeah. Yeah, it's on a Tuesday. What? That is extra weird. On a Tuesday? Oh my gosh. That just sounds nasty. That is disgusting. A Tuesday on ESPN. Stupid. Ew. Yo, what the heck? Yo, I'm looking at these scores the last few years. 30 to 33, 41 to 45, 35 to 33. And then
yeah, but they be stupid because they be doing this stupid. They don't be. It's not like a normal regular Pro Bowl game like it's supposed to be.
Yo, what made them change this? Because I forget, because I remember I always get that clip of Sean Taylor rocking that punter, and they was hitting regular football. So I get what was the issue of them changing up?
I don't know. I don't know why they changed it. I don't know what possessed them to change it. I don't know anything.
I guess all All-Star games are trash now. I don't watch hockey. So I don't know how they.
I remember one thing I do agree with Stephen A on was a few years ago when he trashed the dunk contest when he said it was absolutely horrible. I know it was horrible. I watched it.
The All-Star game last year was absolute putrid garbage because it was commercials every like 8 minutes. It was a commercial.
Yep.
And there was so many.
I find it funny that LeBum isn't in there this year because of how he did the NBA last year.
He did a raunchy last year. I ain't like that because he called out the last minute. I was like, really? You could have gave that to another guy that was coming up, or someone else could have replaced you. I hated that. I was like, even weird the last few years. I ain't liking it. So I'm like, Bron, please get out before you really piss everybody off.
Man, I got to tell you, I'm liking all these old cats coming in talking about how LeBron is a bum and how everybody think that he the face of the franchise, but he ain't shit.
He don't need to be the face of the franchise. It should be Luka's team, honestly, because he's the younger guy. That's why.
Okay, let me say it this way: how he
still the face
of the face of the NBA.
He should. He's
and how he called himself the fucking GOAT.
The thing I see lately, he didn't know how to. He didn't pass the game on, and it was like a little tradition, some sorts of pass the game on. Kobe, Kobe gassed it to one dude. Well, I don't think Kobe really passed it because they came at the same time in the same era. Because Kobe came in '96.
Kobe couldn't pass it. That nigga died.
Yeah,
of course he couldn't pass it.
The torch. There was no passing the torch between.
And then I heard motherfuckers talking about how Jordan never faced LeBron or LeBron never faced Jordan, and
there was no real concerted to pass the torch from MJ to what was it? He was supposed to pass to Kobe, was supposed to pass to Tracy, who was supposed to pass to Vince. There was no transition from MJ
You know, just like in wrestling, Hogan passed it to, you know, Flair passed it to, you know, whoever.
Yeah, I don't think Hogan. I don't even think Hogan even passed the torch. You feel me? I don't think Hogan passed the torch. I think he might have like gave a little nod to Yokozuna and Mate. He ain't go against Bret Hart. That was always a match I always heard that should have and could have happened.
That's because Hogan always shitted on Bret Hart. That match, that match at WrestleMania 9 wasn't even supposed to happen.
Oh, we can tell that. We can tell that wasn't supposed to happen because he came at the end. He
Hogan,
came in like
Hogan's
a
the one
tangent.
that got in Vince's ear and was like, you know, let me do a comeback tour type thing. And if you're gonna do a dusty finish, then let me get in there and beat Yoko and do this da 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 da. And Brett wasn't happy with it, but he went along with it anyway.
If you think about it, Hulk Hogan did the first ever cash in without using a briefcase. If you think about it. So I guess that's where the idea came from, with the Money in the Bank. Like, hey, come in, pencil me in, brother. At the end of the match, I'm gonna cash it in, and we gonna go to WrestleMania, brother. Come on, cash me in. Rub me in, Vince. I don't know about that. That sounds stupid. No, it's gonna be a great idea, Vince. You can use it in the future. Yeah,
and just call it something different.
There was no pass to the torch, and I think that's why things are sliding in all sources.
Like Scotty said that's why the ratings are falling, because if there was a real face of the franchise or face of the NBA, then like there was when Jordan was here, then this shit wouldn't be happening. But there isn't, you know.
There's some intriguing names out there, and then Wemby came along, and I said, "Bruh, pass the torch to Wemby. You got a new generational talent, freaking nature. This man's 7'5". He can shoot like a big. He can shoot like a guard. He can guard bigs. He's a big. He got to get a little stronger, of course. He got to bulk up a little bit, but he can do damn near everything, and he lanky as fuck. You can pass the torch to him. There's no concerted effort for that. So I think that's why things are going downhill. They're gonna keep going down because they're trying to bring more international viewers, and that's messing them up. They're trying to make it a global game. And Silver ain't making it better with how he's trying to run it. He's making offense.
Adam?
Yeah, Silver, the commissioner.
Yeah,
he ain't making it better by how he's been moving lately. He's been making the offense more overpowered, so that we get a lot of scoring, but we get no defense. Defenders can't.
They need to get rid of LeBron out the damn league. Jeannie Buss wanted to trade him from the Lakers, but JJ wouldn't let her, I guess.
Now he got no trade clause. He's been having no trade clause since Cleveland. Honestly, probably since Cleveland.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he
and then there was some old shit about how LeBron never wanted his kid to come to LA.
That's cat. I found that cat because I'm like, yo, they been saying Brown, yo, draft Bronny. I've been hearing that for a year, like now, and if they didn't draft him, nobody would have drafted. He been undrafted, so it's like, yo, do this side for me. So do this side for me. Second round late. No one's gonna think of anything different. They will take him on as is. So I found that cat too. I'm like, man, they trying to get your son out here. Stop capping. But Bron need to get out here by this year. If he don't get out next year, he's done, yo. Like, come on, like people really gonna be suspicious. Like, all right, my G, you're doing something. Because people still like, we're like, okay, we're still right with you, Bron, but you're pushing it. He's at that limit. If he goes past,
and he don't need to be making that $30-35 billion money neither. He cut that nigga in half at least.
Yeah. I don't like how he's trying to get his money still, but still wants the team to fill out the roster. I'm like, if you want that, you gotta take a pay cut. You gotta cut that joint at least. Like I said, at least half. You got to, because if you don't, you can't complain how the roster is going to be constructed. You can't complain that. You got to sacrifice your money, or take the money and just chill and relax and be in LA. You're in LA.
Yep.
They don't snow. It doesn't snow over there. It's not Cleveland, nigga. It ain't Cleveland. You don't got to worry about the cold and the snow and shoveling
Nope.
stuff, paying people to shovel your snow because you probably or pay your kids to shovel the snow. You ain't gotta do that. You're in LA. You Gucci man there. So I think that's the Browns at least top 3.
I don't know about that.
At least top 5.
I'll give you top 5.
All right. He's still number 2 to me, behind Jordan. Because Jordan, I always say that's because Jordan changed the way how teams look, how franchises build teams.
Nah, to me it's Jordan and then Kobe.
I'll go with that. I'm not that.
Kobe got to be number 2. I saw this show on NBA TV that was doing nothing but talking about Kobe and all the shit that Kobe did and everything that Kobe went through. Kobe got to be number 2.
Okay.
Kobe got to be number 2. That's all there is to it.
All right, we'll allow that. He's at least top. He's minimum top 10 to me. At least top 10 because he has some great
I'll go
moments.
top 10. I'm not gonna go number 2 though.
He's definitely top 10. For a while, it was a debate for a minute for me, but I was like, nah, he's top 10. He's top 10 and he impacted the generation, my generation. So yeah, we gotta give
Well,
it
yeah,
to
your
that. And
generation,
he
yeah.
was one of my first basketball memories. He's one of my first basketball memories. So I gotta have him in my top 10. I remember him dunking all over Minnesota in the conference finals 04. So that good. And he was a big reason why they won that series. So he got to be top 10. Now he thought shit in the finals, but he redeemed himself when he won the next 2 championships without Shaq. And that changed the legacy. That changed everything. All right, so about a couple hours, about to get off, sign off.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I realized.
Yeah, we about to be done.
Right, so yeah, we might as well get out the DeLorean and about this go debates. Let me go find some things. Gotta find some cards. I'm on a card hunt this week. Yeah, it's a little dry. So we're in the DLo show. Check me out on catch me on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, and all types of avenues to look.
Telling me you need to put our podcast on them too.
All right, well, I gotta put the audio too. So I gotta do the audio. So
and check me out. Check us out, but check me out on Great Scott Sports Cars. Check us out on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. We just made a new YouTube channel, so check us out on YouTube. We only got 1 subscriber. Make that shit go bigger. Y'all that follow the Future Is Now podcast on YouTube, you could come over and join the Great Scott Sports Cards channel too.
right, check it out everywhere.
And you could also check out Midwest Wrestling Collectibles on YouTube and on Facebook. And just because I'm being nice, check out the Most Excellent Entertainment podcast. And on all socials, and my music, my taste in music sucks.
Mm-mm.
And for the DLo show, I'm Chad. We'll be back next week. We out. Peace. Thanks for tuning in.
Adios, muchachos. and amigas. Gotta tie the body up.
Let the bodies hit the flow.
Chop them in pieces and end it like that.